Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty kind of big news on where we saw one of the actual biggest PlayStation, Xbox, PC, all those types of games, basically betrayal going on from a very highly up there person you guys may or may not have actually known and noticed, Tony Hawk. And as well, we have quite a few other little various stories too with the brand new PlayStation and Sony event that does seem like it's mostly confirmed, and some really cool Gotham Knights too as well. Brand new news where it actually is kind of pushing one of the biggest games out there. So we have a lot of kind of cool stuff to go and talk about over here. So let's go and talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, the Amazon links down below for the PS5 itself, and the Target links too on top of that, and everything else at the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. But this was actually kind of sad because we actually have some pretty high profile folks such as Tony Hawk himself actually speaking out, which has kind of made this story go a little bit more on the viral side. Mainly, as you guys know, there's been a lot of really good games back in the day at the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, which I grew up on back in the day on the N64 and even played the remakes that just came out. And apparently there's supposed to be a lot of brand new remakes that were actually apparently meant. They're already in the process of being made. They had the teams for it, and they're trying to expand out the teams. But sadly, it actually ended up not even working at the end of the day. So we have some articles to go talk about, a lot of other various things as well, all throughout today. So Tony Hawk now says that Activision, as you guys most recently know, has most recently been bought out, or at least it's in the process of being bought out. Apparently now scraped a 3+4 for the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games following Vicarious Visions merger. So this is actually probably one of the biggest just random backhand slaps when it comes to the gaming world for quite some time. A lot of folks really did enjoy the Tony Hawk games, myself included, and when it kind of comes from the man himself coming out over here and just kind of calling all these companies, that's usually pretty rough. So the veteran developer was officially folded into Blizzard earlier on this year. So a planned remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 was officially canned due to Activision Blizzard's decision to absorb OnePlus Blue developer Vicarious Visions. So this is actually according to the Pro Skater himself, which we could show you guys up on the clips here in a second, who claimed during a live stream on Monday that Activision had briefly taken pitches from other studios, but allegedly wasn't happy with literally any of them. That was the plan even up until the release date of 1 and 2, Tony Hawk himself said. We were doing 3 and 4, and then Vicarious kind of got absorbed, and then they were looking for other developers, and then, well, it was all over. So we actually have a clip over here, too, from Annie THPS. Over here, I'm going to show you guys up the clip itself and let you guys go and listen to it.
I wish I could say that we had something in the works.
So my clip can maybe go on over here. Let's see. As we have the most awkward technical difficulties known to man as per usual. You know, what else is new, lads? What else is new? Let me go get a nice little refresh over here for the clip itself. But as we basically kind of give you guys a little technical issues mixed on in, we had a chance just to go and see Tony Hawk himself go and bring up and talk about this. And what else is new? We also even had Discord all go offline as of last night, if you guys remember that one over there. So there's been issues just everywhere, all throughout everywhere. So there you go.
Something in the works, but you know, Vicarious Visions kind of got disbanded, and
True.
Activision's going through all their stuff, so I don't know what's next.
Just a little thing. It's fine.
Yeah, dude. If there's a 3 and 4 or whatever, you know how to reach me.
I mean, that was the plan. You know, even up until the release date of this, we were going 3 and 4.
Yep.
And then Vicarious got kind of absorbed, and then they were looking for other developers, and then it was over.
Yeah.
Did Activision just not have faith into us?
They were actually I mean, the truth of it is that they were trying to find someone to do 3 and 4, but they just didn't really trust anyone the way they did Vicarious. So they took other pitches from other studios. Like, what would you do with the THPS title?
Oh,
and they didn't like anything they heard, and then that was it.
So as you guys can probably go and tell from the clip itself, basically from Tony Hawk himself, you guys literally heard him over there, even though we had that little quick technical difficulty, where they're basically like, yeah, we wanted to make this game, we wanted to make sure it happened, we wanted to make sure everything was going good, rolling good, and then even though they had these weird acquisitions and weird kind of confirmations with all these other big studios, they essentially were like, yep, everything they were hearing when it comes to the future of the game, what they want to do for the game, what changes they'd want to make, what they would do with the assets, and the idea of it, not cool ideas. So this is probably one of the saddest things out here for a lot of these types of things, especially for, say, Tony Hawk, Because number one, first and foremost, having him a chance to go and have on a skating stream, first and foremost, is a huge, huge thing, not first and foremost. But when it comes to all that stuff, having all this information kind of coming out public on why they did not have a chance to make the next version of the game, why they're kind of halted on it, and what's kind of like in this awkward, weird limbo of all the games, kind of goes to show that, well, the gaming industry is very cutthroat. And at the same time, too, this is someone like Tony Hawk, who even now to this date is still a very, very influential person, especially in the skating community, but let alone with all the games and game developments they've had a chance to work through throughout these past few years. So it's kind of crazy to go and see on such a huge, huge betrayal, especially in regards to Activision, and as well, that we literally just had the remakes come out not too long ago, and they did actually have a really good, well-received vibe when it came from the gaming community. I myself played it, I enjoyed it, I thought the game itself was good, and it was kind of a good rehash from way back in the day, and I myself would have loved to have a chance to go and play it 3 and 4. Especially now that we've also been seeing Skate, and Skate 4 being rumored to be announced in the very near future, having this kind of be heard from Tony Hawk himself is a very, very crazy situation over here. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts on this whole entire situation with it. So as we kind of a quick recap, they did go and add in the truth that Activision were basically trying to find somebody to do the 3 and 4, but they just couldn't really trust anyone to do it. So they took other pitches from the other studios, like he said, like what would you want to do with all this stuff, and basically they didn't like anything. So he also goes on to say, who knows, maybe when the dust settles, we'll figure it out. You never know. I never thought we were going to do 1 and 2 20 years later. So it kind of is a little bit on the sadder side because this came from January 2021, where they planned to fold the Vicarious Visions into Blizzard as a support team, and the merger became official in April of this year, so only a few months back. At the time, Activision Blizzard said that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 and Crash Bandicoot would no longer be creating games as a lead studio. Going forward, the Vicarious Visions team of around 200 people will be employees of Blizzard and fully dedicated to existing Blizzard games and initiatives too as well, which kind of stinks too because I do really feel like a lot of these folks could have done well. Like they worked on Skylanders, Guitar Hero, Destiny, and Call of Duty, and you would kind of think after all this time they'd still have a little bit of faith. But I guess what can you kind of go and do this? Kind of, in my opinion, just a huge, huge betrayal going on. But as well as some kind of good news. Gotham Knights, as you guys keep on hearing about over here, is apparently not going to be featuring the biggest video game version of Gotham City ever made, which for someone like me, I'm pretty hyped up for this game. WB Montreal's upcoming DC superheroes game Gotham Knights will be featuring the largest version of the iconic Gotham City that's ever been seen in a video game. In an interview with Game Informer, game director Jeff Eleanor was asked how Gotham Knights' version of DC's flagship city compared to some of the open-world Gotham, seen in Gotham Batman Arkham Knights. And it's pretty big, said Eleanor. I haven't had one map over the other, but our Gotham is a big place. Which is sure people are also staying sure it's the biggest version of Gotham that has been represented in video games. The most important thing for us is its density, and vertically it has lots of layers, and the Bat Cycle is a long-range mode of transportation. Apparently, the map was approximately 5 square kilometers and made up of 3 islands and multiple districts. The sprawling size of Gotham was made possible by the inclusion of the Batmobile, which helps you basically go through the entire land itself in the first place. So I'm also kind of a really big fan of all of this because we're seeing a lot more of just brand new huge news and brand new big gameplay coming out for these games that I think can be turned out pretty good. Now, as well, we also have actually had an official Sony UK tweet, because we kind of talked about some of these new events that were happening throughout these past few days. With this, we actually now have an official post, apparently on June 28th, where Sony themselves is trying their best to go push the new Find Your New Zone conference over here, and this actually a lot of folks just got announced, with a lot of folks now assuming this will be in regards to the brand new headsets, monitors, and other various Sony products, maybe the brand new PlayStation 5 Pro controller, as we've been watching through all this kind of news everywhere. So it's kind of cool to see that we did have that leak pretty on spot, and we had a chance to cover it, and the fact that we'll have this throughout the next week or so, seeing a little bit more information. Now, will this have any tie-into with the PSVR 2? We're not 100% sure, although we do know that there's going to be a lot more Sony features and Sony hardware they'll be waiting and looking for. So we're not entirely sure. We'll see if this kind of ties into with God of War or any other announcements, but because it is more on the Sony branding rather than PlayStation branding, it does kind of lead a little bit more to desire. But at least we'll have some new products and new things that are specifically made for the PlayStation 5, as they've gone on record stating, so I'll have to go and see how that kind of plays on out. And as well as some little quick news, Fall Guys. I actually want to maybe go check out Fall Guys again up here on my Twitch stream, maybe as of tonight, after this video is all done, so if you guys want to hang out on Twitch, you guys totally can. But we now have the Fall Guys officially full free-to-play update coming out as of right now. So if you guys want to go check that out, you guys can go and rock out some good old Fall Guys. And well, last little bit of news, IGN does have the world premiere exclusive going on for tomorrow for the IGN Summer of Gaming with a huge Sega announcement. So we'll be kind of curious to see what kind of brand new, intriguing things will be popping on off. So kind of give me your thoughts, especially on the Tony Hawk story itself, a little bit on the sadder side to go and see, because I would have loved one. So give me your thoughts and comments down below, and as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 itself. We have the Target links as well, and the Twitter and Twitch room down below, in case you guys want to go follow. Love you guys.